Last night was filled with plenty of ups and downs throughout the game. Momentum can swing back and forth all night until one side puts a final grip on the victory. But despite the setbacks, it's baseball, and you need to be ready 15 hours later for the next battle. Well, it's a beautiful afternoon in South Philadelphia, and Phillies fans arriving at Citizens Bank Park, getting ready for some day baseball. It's Game 3 of the series between the Philadelphia Phillies and the St. Louis Cardinals. Phillies making a roster move today. J.P. Crawford, after being plunked on the hand last night in the 4th inning of the game, it is a fractured left hand. He has been placed on the 10-day disabled list, and Mitch Walding has come back from the Lehigh Valley. Hi, everyone, and welcome to Phillies Baseball alongside John Kruk. I'm Greg Murphy in for Tom McCarthy this afternoon. And, well, it's the third of a 3-game series. Both teams getting a win in the first 2, but both times the Phils have had struggles in that bullpen, John. It's an issue right now that they have to deal with.
Yeah, it is an issue. But, you know, the sad thing about – not the sad thing. The good thing about the issue is 2 out of 3 in Milwaukee, have a chance to win 2 out of 3 against the St. Louis Cardinals. But it has been a difficult times recently for this Phillies bullpen. You look how they were through May 5th. Unbelievable. 2.94 ERA, 4th in the National League. But since then, the ERA is 5.42, the second highest. They've given up the second most home runs. But there's power arms down there, and as an offensive player, you have to continue. Get leads, trust the fact that at some point they're going to finish this thing out, get that bullpen right, and then maybe the Phillies can go on a bigger roll.
Young players trying to figure it out in the bullpen, and also some young players in that lineup that, well, are a bit streaky. But Rhys Hoskins and this guy, Odubel Herrera, are red hot right now.
Yeah, such a different offense when Rhys is swinging the bat and this guy's swinging the bat well. It just makes the lineup that much more dangerous. How about 3 consecutive games with the home run, the changeup, the breaking ball, pulling home runs? I mean, he's, 4 home runs away from his career high in home runs. And you know, this is what you get with Odubel. Yes, he's streaky. You see the previous 16 games, only hit 127. No homers, 3 RBIs, but his last 6 games, he has just been on fire. And along with Rhys, that's why the offensive numbers are going up for this Phillies team.
One thing we know about this Phillies offense, when Odubel Herrera is going well, they do win games, and they've been doing that of late with him being hot. Good pitching matchup this afternoon. Here for afternoon baseball, it's Michael Wacha for the Cardinals. He is looking for win number 9 on the season. And Jake Arrieta, who's 5-5, looking to get things right for the Phils. Lineups and first pitch when we come back. Phillies baseball is brought to you by Xfinity, America's best internet provider according to speedtest.net. By Toyota. The Toyota Camry, Highlander, and RAV4 have something for everybody. Toyota, let's go places. By Citizens Bank, official bank of the Phillies. Visit citizensbank.com. And by Independence Blue Cross. Live fearless. Learn more at ibx.com. Summer Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom in theaters on Friday. I have not seen that yet, but I talked to a couple folks who said the previews were, well, they look pretty good. Looks like it's going to be a good movie.
I haven't seen any of those.
No? Oh,
I don't.
They're good.
I don't watch movies, Murr.
Well, maybe we'll get you to watch that one.
Okay.
Welcome, John.
We'll go
Afternoon
with that.
baseball here in South Philadelphia.
Yes, it is. Beautiful day.
It sure is. Game 3 of a 3-game set between the Cardinals and the Phillies.
You gonna explain why T-Mac's not here?
We will. We'll talk about that.
You phased him out, haven't you?
No, not quite. Not quite. T-Mac will be back with us on Friday, but in the interim, you're stuck with me, John. And we're ready for baseball in the first pitch from Jake Arrieta to Matt Carpenter is swung on, fouled back. It's 0-1.
We've been having a little difficulty here with Matt Carpenter, but his numbers against Arrieta not great. Did I just see that right? 3 for 35.
Yeah, but he has been good in this series. 4 for 10, a couple of home runs, including a backbreaker last night. Count is even to Matt Carpenter, 1-1. It'll be Carpenter, then Pham and Martinez here in the first inning for the Cardinals. And this is outside for a ball, 2-1. Jake Arrieta, who has been very good at Citizens Bank Park this year, looking to get back to winning ways. Inside for a ball, 3-1. You see Pham waiting on deck.
Like he was in deep thought.
A 3-1 pitch to Carpenter is a little bit high for a ball, so he walks him, a leadoff walk to start the game for Jake Arrieta. Here's the rest of the Cardinals lineup this afternoon. It's brought to you by Xfinity, America's best internet provider, according to speedtest.net. Pham, Martinez, Ozuna, Molina, Fowler, Garcia, Wong, and Michael Wacha batting ninth for Mike Matheny's Cardinals team. So runner on first. And nobody out here in the top of the first. Tommy Pham steps in. And it's hard hit ground ball. Nice pick by Michael Franco over to second for one. He won't be able to get Pham, but a nice defensive play behind Jake Arrieta. Good to see. And that is the first out of the afternoon.
First ball of the day put in play, and it's a rocket by Tommy Pham right at Michael Franco. But look at that, how he gets it on the short hop. And this is the smart thing, too. You know, yes, he did throw it from his knee, but he threw it accurate. He knew he wasn't going to turn a double play with Tommy Pham running. Get the first one, because, you know, Carpenter didn't have a big lead. He's not going to steal bases, so, you know, get the one. Now Jake can settle in, hopefully, and you know, finish out this inning without letting any runs in.
Quick throw over to first, and Pham gets back. Defense behind Jake Arrieta has been an issue this year. Phillies committed 4 errors in his last start, which contributed to the loss. Pitch to Martinez is outside for a ball. It's 1-0. Scott Kingery had a couple of those errors in that game against the Brewers. So they'll look to play better defense behind Jake today.
And it's not the spectacular, just the routine. They give you an out, get an out. Uh-oh.
And that one skips by Carlos Santana. He's going to roll up the first base line, and Tommy Pham will move up to second. There's a low throw in the dirt. I'm not sure if Santana should have been able to handle that or not.
Well, it's a tough one because it's, you know, you're reaching, the runner's coming back in, and you're reaching for the ball. And the way Carlos sets up, yeah, he's backing up as the throw's coming to him.
So they'll concentrate on Martinez, and that one sails a little bit high for a ball. 2-0 now to Jose Martinez. 1-8, 1 for 8 in this series. Just 125 against the Phils so far here at Citizens Bank Park is Martinez. Pham takes his lead off second. 2-0 pitch is fouled back. 2-1. Mentioned Jake Arrieta has been good at home. ERA of 1.69 so far at Citizens Bank Park this season.
You know, this is playing a whole different ballpark than it was the first couple months of the season.
We've seen that in this series. As that one just misses outside for a ball. It's 3-1.
Better keep an eye on Tommy Pham right there. He got the one look from Jake, and he started to shuffle off. And I'd be surprised if Jake gives him the one look and turns to go home again. Pham might try to take this base. See, he doubled up the look.
He gets that one over for a strike. It's 3-2.
Took the one look. Pham started creeping. As soon as he took the second look, Pham had to stop. And once you stop, that stops the running game.
See what they're doing here with the count full, 1 out here in the top of the first. Swing and a miss, and he got him. So a big strikeout of Jose Martinez there for Jake Arrieta, and that's the second out of the inning. Nice to see Arrieta battle back in that count.
Yeah, and a good hitter too, and he came back. Fastball 3-1, gets a strike call, and then that breaking ball right there in a perfect location. Gets a swing and miss and keeps Pham at second base. And now, you know, you still don't want him to steal third, but you don't have to be as concerned. Cesar's playing way back. Kingree's playing Ozuna to pull, so he's going to get a big lead.
And that one is hit on the ground to the right side. And the third out of the inning. So Jake Arrieta able to work around that one walk and the missed throw over to first. And we're through a half an inning. No score. Phil's coming to bat. Beautiful afternoon in South Philadelphia. Here's the Phillies starting lineup today. It's brought to you by Xfinity, America's best internet provider, according to speedtest.net. Cesar Hernandez, Rhys Hoskins, Odubel Herrera, 1, 2, 3. Carlos Santana, Scott Kingery, and Nick Williams. And then it'll be Franco, Alfaro, and Jake Arrieta on the mound for the Phils. And they will be facing Michael Wacha, who has been really good this season. He's 8-2 with an ERA of 3.24. He's coming off one of his shakier starts this year against the Cubs, but all in all, John, he has been a terrific part of the rotation for the Cardinals this year.
Yeah, big power arm, great changeup, can make the ball run away from the left-handed hitters, and just an unbelievable competitor. And you know, when he first got called up, he played in that postseason. He was the closer for the Cardinals at the time. Basically, he's taken the same path that Adam Wainwright did. Remember when Adam Wainwright came up, they put him in the bullpen in the postseason. He got some big outs in the NLCS against the Mets, and then into the World Series. But now he's become I think, one of the best starters in the National League.
Yeah, it's taken a while for him to kind of settle into that starting rotation to be the dominant pitcher that he is this season, but he's really having a terrific year. Cesar Hernandez turns on that one hop over to first, and 1 out. 3 unassisted.
Well, he's had some injuries over the last few years, and yeah, you just like to see guys like this that stay healthy. And look, I hope he gives up 15 runs today, but
I would agree.
You still, from afar, you root for a guy like him.
Sure.
But he was brought up in the Chris Carpenter, Adam Wainwright's. It's kind of like the San Antonio Spurs when all those guys come in. You had David Robinson and Tim Duncan, and when your star players do it the right way, like Wainwright, like Chris Carpenter, the other guys just fall in line.
Rhys Hoskins will be the batter for the Phils, having a good homestand so far, and he lines that one into left field, and that'll drop for a base hit. So Hoskins is aboard, his 4th hit of this homestand, and he's a 1-out base runner down there at first. Our home run replay brought to you by Giant from last night, Odubel Herrera. He's been doing this a lot lately, John.
Yeah, and it's pretty to see, too. The thing about Odubel's home runs, he doesn't hit those high, majestic that you have to look at and think, uh-oh, is it going to make it? I mean, they're line shots, and that one was deep up in the stands in right field.
Yeah, they're laser beams, and a couple of them have come early in games, and early, meaning first inning, and put the Phils on the board and give the pitcher a little bit of wiggle room early on. So it's been good to see Odubel Herrera back swinging the bat well again. So he'll step in against Michael Wacha. Hoskins leads off first. And that one is a line shot, and that one is going to get down the line and one hop off the wall. Hoskins will round second, and he'll be held at third, and Odubel will cruise in with a double. And the Phillies have runners at second and third.
Oh, you gotta love it. Lose a dramatic game last night on a home run in the 9th inning by Matt Carpenter, and you come right out, base hit, double. I mean, it seems to be the MO for the first inning for the Phillies. Look at the swing, though. It's just so pretty when he's on time, and that foot's down, and he's ready to uncoil, and I mean, that's just a rocket off the wall. But yeah, and this is, and there we go, El Torito.
That's right.
But another situation here where an out scores a run, a ground out like Santana hit last night, scores a run.
That's what the Phils will look to do. It's now a 6-game hit streak for Odubel Herrera, and Santana steps in, and big swing and a miss. 0-1 to Carlos Santana.
He's hitting home runs. He's hitting doubles. Last night he bunted the runners to second and third to set up the one run that they scored in that inning. I mean, you'd love to see a run cross the plate, but you'd love to see something hit hard into the outfield by Santana to score them both.
Wacha misses outside there, so the count is even, 1-1. Carlos Santana, you look at his batting average, and you're not overly impressed at 226, but he has done so many other things for this team offensively. Look at that stat. One of only 4 players in Major League Baseball with 40 RBIs and 50 walks this year. As he swings at that one and hits that one to right field. The catch is made, but here comes Rhys Hoskins, the throw to the plate, not in time. And the Phils get an early run. 1-0 Phils on the sac fly by Carlos Santana. Dexter Fowler didn't have to move very far out there in right field, but he got the job done.
Yeah, get him over, get him in. Odubel double, sets up the ball in the outfield. And we talked about the weather and how it's traveling. And Santana just got underneath that ball just a little bit. If he hits that 1/4 inch lower on the bat, we got 3-run lead. But the job is done. Now, now anything can happen. A wild pitch, an error.
How about a base hit?
Infield single, score a run.
Scott Kingery steps in, and he hits that one. Popped in the air down the right field line. Martinez is fighting the sun, and, well, it's going to find the seats anyway. He never saw it. Is that a good feeling, John?
Well, it's really a bad feeling when you don't have sunglasses either.
Okay.
And now he's going to go
get some sunglasses
from Dexter Fowler.
Now what's Fowler going to do?
Hope he don't hit it to him, I guess.
Yeah, he never saw it when it was up in the air. I was watching him.
It's not a good feeling.
Umpire's got Stu Sherwater has sunglasses on down there at first. Well, Kingery will step back in. The count is 0-1.
That's one of the things when you walk out there before you throw the first ball to the infield, you look up and say, hey, I might need glasses.
The little things, John.
Baby steps.
Misses. 1-1 to Scott Kingery. Two outs. Herrera down at third.
What would have made it worse if it dropped in, in fair territory where he could have caught it, or in the field of play, not hit the net.
That would have made it worse for the Cardinals.
Well, it probably would have brought up a bigger discussion about sunglasses.
1-1 pitch on the outside corner for a strike. 1-2. Scott Kingery batting .222 on the season, 2 home runs, 21 RBIs. There you see Michael Wacha and his stats in the first inning. So you can get to him. Why not put another one up on the board? One sails inside for a ball. It's 2-2. Good to see Nick Williams in the on-deck circle.
I got a chance to talk to him last night. He said everything's fine. It's just I'm real stuffy. I see that.
You can see that. 2-2 pitch off the handle, line drive right at Jose Martinez. He saw that one, and he makes the catch, but not before the Phils able to get a run on a couple of hits. We'll head to the second. Phillies up 1-0. Yankees come to town to take on the Phillies Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. All games at 7 o'clock here at Citizens Bank Park, June 25th through the 27th. Get your tickets. Visit Phillies.com right now. The Yankees, you know what that offense looks like. Should be,
they're all right.
They're okay. Be a lot of fun. A challenge for the Phils. As we step in the top of the second, first pitch turning on it is Yadier Molina, and that one is not coming back. So Molina greets Jake Arrieta here in the top of the second. First pitch swinging, and the game is tied at 1. His second home run of the series.
I guess they're not taking that first pitch.
Not that time.
Hey, when you have a guy like Jake who has nasty stuff, there's no way in God's world I'd ever wait around to get to it. And there it is. It's just a fastball that ran right into the barrel. And you're trying to get strike one. Just Yachty didn't allow it. I mean, you talk about on the sweet spot. That noise was pretty loud, too.
Sure was. No doubt about it. As Dexter Fowler steps in, takes that first pitch over for a strike.
I guarantee you Dexter went up there thinking, there ain't no way he's going to throw me a fastball first pitch.
Second pitch is over for a strike.
And that's what you what you get.
Yeah, now you find yourself behind in the count 0-2.
Well, and why you look up there and you're hitting 169.
And Arrieta, Fowler steps out. I was about to say Arrieta likes to work quickly. The 0-2 pitch. Ground ball on the right side. Santana dives, picks it, flips it over to Arrieta, covering. Nice play all the way around. 3-1 goes to put out. And that's the first out here in the top of the second. Well, earlier today, it's Flyers Day here at Citizens Bank Park. And Lou Nolan, of course, the Flyers PA announcer over there at the Wells Fargo Center, was in charge of the lineups today. It was always great to hear Lou Nolan. And Lauren Hart always gives you chills when she does the national anthem, as she does at the Wells Fargo Center. And Shane Gostabert was also here today, throwing out the first pitch, a one-hopper. But Fanatic made a nice play on it. So Flyers Day, lots of season ticket holders here at the ballpark. We welcome them. And we welcome Greg Garcia to the box. And the first pitch to him is outside. It's 1-0. So the Flyers home opener has been announced, October 9th versus those San Jose Sharks. That's when it all gets started for the guys in the orange and black.
It could possibly be congested here with the Phillies in the postseason.
That's right. That's right. That'll be.
Why can't they?
Hey, I'm not arguing with you. If the season ended, well, I think they're half a game out of that wild card right as we speak, but they're in the mix.
They are. And like you said, there's no teams that are just running away with things.
Yeah, you know, in a lot of ways, the Phillies and the Cardinals, you know, right now the Nationals, those are the teams that are vying for that wild card spot. That one sails inside for a ball. It's 3-1 to Garcia.
And they're equal.
Yeah. There's not a whole lot of difference between these two teams.
You can't look at the Cardinals right now. You can't look at the Nationals right now, and you look at the Phillies and say what the, you know, there's such a drastic difference between the three teams, because there's not. And, you know, we get jaded because we watch the Phillies every day, and you kind of see some things that aren't going right. You know, right now with the bullpen is a thing, you know, and hitting with runners, scoring positions kind of been a struggle too.
Called third strike on the outside corner. Garcia didn't like it.
But, you know, every team has issues. Let's see where we got this from P.J. Willihan. Close enough.
Close enough.
It's hot, muggy.
We'll take it.
Yes, indeed. But, you know, like we've seen the Nationals enough. We've seen the Cardinals now a lot, or however many times we're going to play them. After today, we're done with them, right?
Yes.
And what's the difference?
Yeah, I think that's the important thing to remember is that, you know, when you watch a team all the time, you do see their warts a little bit more than you do the rest of the National League.
Absolutely.
But every team has holes, and that's what the trade deadline is for. That's what the, you know, that's guys will continue to grow up and learn some things.
And you know, you look, Scherzer's kind of in a league of his own.
Yeah.
But our 5 starters right now, they're as good as any 5 in the National League. Like who's Eflin, you know, the capabilities, 2 of them are going to get better.
And the other part of it all is with 3.5 months still to go, health is a big part of it. As that one is grounded to shortstop. Kingery has it, throws across the diamond for the final out. So the top of the second is. So take a look at the stretch that they're going through right now. You're winning some, you're losing some, but you're keeping your head above water, and that's what's important right now. Stay in the mix as we head to the bottom of the second. All tied up at 1 here at Citizens Bank Park. Brady retirement talk, and who's better, Saquon or Zeke? Join Barrett and D Gunn for the latest Eagle Eye podcast. Listen on our website or wherever you get your podcasts. As fans enjoying a beautiful afternoon here at Citizens Bank Park. Always a great place to watch a ball game. All tied up as we head to the bottom of the second. And Nick Williams will lead it off, facing Michael Wacha. We talked about Williams, who's back in the lineup, missed last night's game after taking a ball off of the wall, then off of his nose. But back in there with just a little bit of congestion, as John pointed out. But none the worse for wear after that. So 1-0 to Nick Williams. And that one's inside and low for a ball, so 2-0.
Get a good pitch right here, Nick, and put a good swing on it, and maybe we can get that one back.
Takes that one low for a ball, so 3-0 now to Nick Williams. Maikel Franco waits on deck. The 3-0 pitch. Over for a strike, 3-1. Today's game is also available in Spanish. Just use the SAP button on your television or change the language through the menu on your cable box. 3-1 pitch. Fouled back, 3-2. Williams was 0 for 3 in the first game of this series before being replaced by Aaron Altair, who ended up delivering the game-winning hit in that one. And you see the foul ball, and apparently, oh yeah, nice catch.
Oh, man.
And that one is hit in the left field for a base hit. So Nick Williams is a leadoff base runner here in the second. Good things happening all over the ballpark, John.
Well, we need some good luck today, good things happening today.
There you see it going the opposite way, just out of the reach of Garcia.
And that'll shift that shift around a little more. I think that's the last thing I want to see is someone hitting ball right at the shortstop for a single.
I would agree with that. So Maikel Franco will step in. And he's first pitch swinging, dribble to third. Carpenter has it, the barehanded throw across. Nice play. And Nick Williams will move up to second. And a really nice play by Matt Carpenter down there at third.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's 5 at bats in a row where McCall's hit a grounder to third. I think he was 4 for 4 yesterday that way. And good play by Carpenter, though.
That'll bring up Jorge Alfaro. And you see the stretch by Martinez and the frustration by Maikel Franco. We'll talk about what the injury to J.P. Crawford means for Franco as this game continues on. But first, with one out, Alfaro will step in. Williams leads off second. There you see J.P. Crawford put on the 10-day disabled list today, but he's going to miss some time with that fractured hand after getting hit in the 4th inning last night. Out straight back. It's 1-1. Here is the play last night. You can hear it. You ever have that happen to you, John?
No, thank goodness. I'm surprised more guys when they get hit in the hand, it just doesn't.
Me too.
How can it not break a bone? Not like there's a lot there to protect it.
The 1-1 pitch to Alfaro. He swings through that one. It's 1-2.
Especially when it hits and it compresses against the bat. There's not a lot of give.
Yeah, you do see, you see guys break their hand that way, but you see a lot more guys getting hit on the hand that don't end up having any kind of fracture, which is it's remarkable.
It's amazing, and their shortstop's been out. Who hit him? One of our guys, I forget. Hit him in the hand, broke his hand.
Yeah, I forget.
Paul DeJong.
I forget who that was that hit him. Waka's ahead of Jorge Alfaro, 1-2. Williams leads off second. Swing and a miss, and he got him. So the second out is recorded, and that'll bring up Jake Arrieta. We'll enhance your next game day experience with the MLB Ballpark app. Access and manage your tickets, enjoy check-in offers, exclusive content, and much more. Download the MLB Ballpark app today. You can even get food delivered to your seat, John, just like you guys did last night.
We got.
Are you recovered from last night?
Well, it was a tough ride home, that's for sure.
Jake Arrieta swings through the first pitch for Waka. It's 0-1. You guys certainly were not. You didn't leave the ballpark hungry, right?
No, that's not at all. But I tell you what, everything we had was good. But those smothered tater tots, oh,
they were right up your alley.
Well, you know, T-Mac and I, when we're on the road,
yeah, when
it's a day game and the press levels, whatever, serves breakfast, and we always pray that there's tater tots.
Over for a strike, 1-2.
And the fact that you could put like some bacon and some scallions and
maybe some melted cheese on that.
No, let's not get crazy. You don't want to take away from the flavor of the tater tot.
You're right. 1-2 pitch. And fouled at the plate. That remains 1-2. You only had one bite of the turkey leg last night.
Yeah.
But Greg says, well done anyway. Well.
And boy, he enhances the issues I have with my weight problems. Sending up ribs, all that stuff he had last night for us there. His office is nice, though, isn't it?
Very nice. Nice setup as Jake Arrieta lifts that one to center field. Tommy Pham drifts to his left, then he makes the catch. Yeah, we won't let Bull do that anymore, John, I promise.
No, don't stop him.
We're through 2 here at Citizens Bank Park, and we're all tied up at 1. For all the information, and please submit your answer on the subject line. John, the question is, who holds the Cardinals record for the highest single season pinch hit batting average since 1974? That answer will be revealed later in the game. Single season pinch hit batting average. I'm sure you have that right on the top of your head.
Well, I don't, Greg, but
there you go. It's Mia's first Phillies game. Hello, Mia. Can't come say hi today. I'm tethered to the booth.
Tethered?
Yeah.
Does that mean we can throw you out and that string will catch you?
You want to try it?
Sure. Then I'd have to read
have I
all
mentioned
those
how much?
promos.
Yeah, you'd have to work a lot harder. So You might want to keep me around for a little bit.
All right. Well, congratulations to Mia.
Yeah, first game.
They come on camera and I haven't combed my hair. Got my glasses on.
There's your hat.
There's
right
my
there.
hat.
You put that on. Michael Wacha will be the batter here as we begin the top of the third, and the first pitch is over for a strike. John, the camera loves you. Don't worry about it.
Yes, it does. I love the camera. What were we talking about?
We were talking about Mia there for a little bit in her first game. We were also talking about the Ram trucks stump the fans.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah.
I have an idea.
Okay. The 0-2 pitch, foul back.
I'm going to go with this.
That would be incorrect.
Okay, let's rethink this then.
You have some time. And the 0-2 pitch is upstairs.
I don't have time.
Why not?
Well, because an inning into a hitter into this inning, I'll forget.
Oh, well,
and
that's...
then they'll say, now let's reveal the answer for stump the fan, and then I'm like, oh, then it's full blown panic.
The count is even 2-2 to Michael Wacha, who's batting .083 on the season. 2-2 pitch over for a called third strike. Third strikeout for Jake Arrieta today, first out of the inning. Well, after the Yankees come in, another tough series as the Washington Nationals, NL East rival, coming to town for a 4-game weekend series, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. First 2 games at 7 o'clock, then at 6 o'clock on Saturday, and Sunday, July 1st at 1:35, the Community Energy Solar-Powered Liberty Bell giveaway game. Free to children 14 and under. Get your tickets. Go to Phillies.com. Top of the order, Matt Carpenter, who walked in his first appearance, steps in, and it's 1-0 to Carpenter. Arrieta gets his sign from Jorge Alfaro. And that one is hit hard, but foul. Well, you remember last night, the Toyota turning point came off the bat of Matt Carpenter. That ball kind of tailed out over the middle of the plate, and Carpenter didn't miss it.
Yeah, and that's, you know, normally that would be a very good pitch to a lot of hitters, just not the way Matt Carpenter right now is approaching fastballs.
And that one sails outside for a ball. Yeah, I mean, you know, Jorge Alfaro was set up inside. He wanted that pitch inside, but
and if he throws it in and it cuts in, he's got, even if he hits it, he's going to break his bat and hit it foul, or a little pop up to Carlos.
Inside. Well, our Geico quote of the day is from Matt Carpenter on that pitch. He said, "I wouldn't say I sold out for it, but I was ready for it." And I think everybody knew a fastball was coming. And like you said, hit your spots, and maybe it's a different story, but Sir Anthony, who has been so good, just missed the spot, and Carpenter made him pay. And well, he takes another walk this afternoon, his second of the afternoon, and he's a 1-out base runner here in the third. And you see the bullpen. Tommy Pham is the batter. He grounded into a fielder's choice in his first at bat.
I like those unis.
The Cardinals?
No, these. The ones we're wearing.
Okay.
Yeah, day game.
Mm-hmm. That one is lined into center field. Odubel Herrera going back for it, and right before the track makes the catch. Gets it in quickly, and that's the second out of the inning. Yeah, those are very popular uniforms. The players all love those uniforms too.
Yeah, I remember when we wore them for some day games, and they were just a lot more comfortable than the others. I don't know if it's the pinstripes that aren't on them or something, but less threading, more movement, more freedom.
It's all about the freedom, John.
It is about the freedom.
Jose Martinez steps in. He struck out in his only at bat. With 2 outs here in the top of the third. The first pitch is over for a strike. Martinez 1 for 9 in this series. Phillies have done a good job with a couple of the guys in the middle of the Cardinals order in this series as he lines that one foul. And it's 0-2 now to Martinez.
Osuna came in hot.
Yeah, player of the week in the National League.
Yeah, and he's got nothing so far, has he?
He's 0 for 10 in the series.
The average went from 294 coming in to 284 now.
Yeah, between Martinez and Ozuna, including today, 1 for 19 in the series. Well, the count is 0-2 now to Martinez. Arrieta from the stretch. Foul ball. Remains 0-2. Carpenter leads off first. The 0-2 pitch. Another foul ball. Remains 0-2 to Martinez. That was the 43rd pitch of the afternoon for Jake Arrieta. Just one hit for the Cardinals, but it was a solo home run by Yadier Molina.
All these breaking balls and having Martinez reach. I wonder if you can try to tie him up inside with a good hard fastball in there.
And the 0-2 pitch just misses. Guess that was a little bit low.
I guess. Looked like it had the plate, didn't it?
I thought it did. Corey Blazer says no, though, or it was a little low. So the count is 1-2. That one is right back to the box, and Arrieta has it. Flips underhand to the third out of the inning. So unscathed in the third is Jake Arrieta. We head to the bottom of the third. We're all tied up at 1 here in South Philadelphia. Dealers. And they're climbing the wall out there by the yard here at Citizens Bank Park. Still haven't gotten John up on the wall yet, but we will.
No. Nope. No, you won't.
You never know.
They would have to have a specially reinforced harness.
Yeah, there may be a limit. Cesar Hernandez squares around the bunt and offers at it. It's 0-1 to Hernandez. There you go. There's the view from the ground up. It really is cool out there. Kids are loving it. The 0-1 pitch. Over for a strike, 0-2. Cesar grounded out to first in his first at bat. And Waka, the 0-2 pitch, misses. It's 1-2. Inside for a ball, 2-2 to Hernandez. Came into today's game with an on-base percentage of .372 in that leadoff spot. And misses again, low. 3-2 now to Cesar Hernandez.
He has done that a lot this year.
Yeah.
Fall behind 0-2, and then the next thing you know, 3-4 pitches later, he's back to 3-2, and no guarantee Waka's going to throw a fastball, but
he hits that one hard on the right side. But Colton Wong is up with it and throws him out. So the first out of the inning. Well, we're talking about the Yard this July. Jim Thome will be inducted into baseball's Hall of Fame, and on the next At the Yard podcast, Jim Salisbury sits down with the former Phillies slugger to talk about his career, especially his time right here in Philadelphia. Listen on NBCPhiladelphia.com or wherever you get your podcasts. Take a look at them taking some swings at the Yard as well. Rhys Hoskins steps in.
I think he was looking for off speed there.
Up in the box.
Yeah. There are certain rules, though, that you have to follow when you're hitting.
Not at the Yard. There are no rules at the Yard.
Nope. That's the way it should be.
Inside for a ball, 2-0 to Hoskins. Hoskins singled in his first at bat and scored the Phillies run. Sac fly by Carlos Santana back in the first inning. Over for a strike, 2-1. Ten home runs, 40 RBIs this season. There you see it. 3 guys in the Phillies lineup. Over for a strike. 2-2 to Rhys Hoskins.
Indians have 4. Is that what I read?
Productive lineups.
How many do the Yankees have that? I mean, Gregorius, Stanton, Judge.
Yeah, I would imagine they have a
Sanchez,
handful.
the catcher, we would think would have 10 and 40 by now.
That American League, though, you know.
Torres. Well, ain't the Indians in the American League, or did they move?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Those guys in the American League. Phil's doing it in the National League.
Surprised the Yankees do that. Carl get on that.
Yeah, Carl will figure.
Now that we can pass notes today. The Courier Pigeon took a break yesterday from the booth to where we were sitting.
3-2 pitch to Hoskins, fouled at the plate. It remains full count. Hoskins 4 for 10 against the Cardinals in this homestand. A couple of RBIs, some runs scored. Fouls that one out of play, so it remains 3-2. We talked about this at the top of the show, but you know, Hoskins and Herrera are both hot in the month of June. Hoskins 350, 4 home runs and 13 RBIs this month. And he missed a little time.
Yeah, not that you want anyone to get hurt, but that could have been a blessing in disguise because, I mean, he was struggling.
Yeah. And he hits that one hard, but foul. Just past Dusty Wathan. And, geez, now one came down there last night, and already it would have been your chance.
I think the ball was afraid of Ben.
I get that.
It's a pretty large human.
He is. But you're right about Hoskins. You know, he was struggling mightily before he got injured. And then he comes back and boom. Right back to the guy we saw in April as he lines that one into left field for a base hit. And those are the ones, and actually his base hit in the first inning as well, they're starting to fall for him too. So maybe he's starting to even out a little bit because he hit some balls hard in that month of May, but he didn't have anything to show for it.
See, way out in front, but you know, good things can happen if you keep your hands back, and that's what he did. He just reached out as big, as strong as he is, just flick that ball past Carpenter and get yourself another knock. But you know, you don't understand how big that is. Like, to get a day off and then an off day the next day, like you get a Sunday off, you have Monday off. 2 days off is like an eternity. 10 days, you know, they talk about clearing your mind. Oh my goodness, 10 days is.
Yeah, but anything longer than that becomes a detriment probably, because you start to lose your, you start to lose your swing a little bit, and may have to go back out on a rehab as Odubel swings through that one.
Well, he didn't have much of a swing going on to lose one.
That's a solid point, but you know, he was able to work in the cage that entire time he was hurt, and we all know how hard Rhys Hoskins works on a daily basis, you know, and he was doing that, and he was watching the game from a different perspective. Whatever it was, it seemed to have worked.
Well, you miss it. You don't, and not that Rhys takes this game for granted. Dubal's got something going on up there. I don't know what. Seems to be looking around.
We know he can get locked back in one pitch.
Oh, yeah. Hey, he can throw that change up down and away, and he'll slap one down the third baseline.
Walk up from the belt. The 0-2 pitch. And line drive over the head of Garcia into center field for a base hit. So, yeah, 2 wild swings to get him down 0-2. Then nice, easy, compact base hit back up the middle. 2 runners on for the Phils now here in the third. Don't try and figure it out, John.
No.
Just enjoy it.
Oh, it's fun to watch.
It sure is.
You know, if he keeps that approach, 2 strikes, just shorten it up, put it in play. But, you know, getting back to Rhys, you know, you take 10 days off and you can work in the cage. But it's like you get off your routine, is what I'm saying. And sometimes you need to get off that routine.
They hit the reset button. Carlos Santana steps in and takes that first pitch low for a ball. It's 1-0.
Like, if I was going really good, I didn't think I needed BP. When I was struggling, I didn't want to take BP. Why reinforce bad habits?
There's something to that. Santana takes that one inside, a little low for a ball. It's 2-0. You saw Carlos Santana's numbers with runners in scoring position in the last few weeks. 414. He has been productive in these situations. And his batting average is starting to creep up there as well. Runners at first and second. Misses again. 3-0. Green light.
Yes, indeed.
You see Michael Wacha, 18 balls, 32 strikes. Pretty good ratio. Gonna have to throw a strike here. Inside for a ball, and he walks him. So the bases are loaded with Phillies here in the third. And Scott Kingery will be the batter.
I think that was once I fell behind, I'm going to see if he'll chase and get himself out. If not, then I'm going to go to work on Kingery.
Well, he'll have his chance as Kingery steps in. Lined out to Martinez down there at first base in his only at bat. Batting 221.
I'd like to see Scotty get a good pitch, first pitch, and let it rip.
Left center field gap looks pretty good right now.
Or the right center one.
I'll take that one too.
Or those bleachers in left look really inviting.
Very inviting. Takes that first pitch over for a strike, so it's 0-1 to Kingery. Good numbers in his very short big league career with the bases loaded. right on it, but fouled straight back, and quickly 0-2 to Scott Kingery.
That's why Michael Walk is as good as he is. Walker got on 4 pitches, not really anything really close to Santana, and then paints with the first pitch down and away, elevates a fastball, gets an aggressive young hitter to offer at it, and now he can go anywhere he wants with it.
Check swing, did he go? No, says Stu Sherwater. So 1-2 now to Scott Kingery. Nick Williams waits on deck. Phillies have to take advantage of these opportunities.
Yeah, they missed one last night. They missed one the night before.
Fouled off the front of the Cardinals dugout.
Don't hit Willie. Willie McGee down there. Ball was right at him.
Right at him. Barely flinched. Fanatic doing his part to help this 1-out rally of the Phils. Bases are loaded with the 1 out here in the 3rd. Misses. 2-2. You see Nick. So Kingery will dig back in. Swing and a miss, and he got it. So he gets Kingery chasing out of the zone, and that's the 2nd out here in the 3rd. And with the bases still loaded, Nick Williams will be the batter. Take another look at this one, John.
Yeah, it's just a heavy changeup. That ball had some great downward movement. Normally you're looking, if you see changeup, righty-righty, you're looking for that ball to run down and in. That one just stayed away. Scotty out in front.
So Nick Williams will step in. He's 1 for 1 today, and he grounds that one on the first pitch to the shortstop. Garcia over to first, and Waka is able to work out of a jam. So the Phils leave them loaded here in the 3rd, and we'll head to the 4th, and we're all tied up at 1. By sharing a photo or video with hashtag #HatsOffForHeroes. for East Post. T-Mobile will donate $1 to support veterans. That's a good idea. Well, we start the top of the fourth. We're all tied up here at 1. Phillies have 5 hits, but just the 1 run to show for it. Just the 1 hit. Solo home run by Yadier Molina for the Cardinals, and that's where we stand. And Jake Arrieta back to work for the Phils. And he'll face Marcell Ozuna, who, as we mentioned, came into Citizens Bank Park one of the hottest hitters in the National League. He was the National League Player of the Week. It was the 3rd time in his career. He was batted .455 with 4 home runs and 8 RBIs last week.
Yeah, March and April, they were wondering, what did we get ourselves into here with.
He had the big offseason move, bringing him into St. Louis.
He had a great year last year in Miami. They were worried, maybe playing for a team that expected to contend. Maybe he wasn't ready for that.
Yeah.
I think if you're a good hitter, you're a good hitter. Yeah, there's going to be struggles and whatever, but
2-2 now.
It's like with Bryce Harper over at Washington, hitting a .220. He's not a .220 hitter.
No.
And you have to have a feeling at some point multiple teams are going to pay for.
This is true. As we head to Washington on Friday.
Yeah, that was the point.
Yeah. In fact, 7 of the Phillies' next 10 games will be against the Washington Nationals.
Oh, that's good. Hopefully we get to see Scherzer none.
I think we'll probably see him once or twice. But we will not see him this weekend, which is the good news, because he is pitching tomorrow for the Nationals. Arrieta has his sign. And a line drive, but right into the glove of Carlos Santana. And the Phillies continue to keep Ozuna in check, and that's the first out here in the 4th.
Now we got to keep Yachty in check.
Not many folks can do that.
Doubt he gets a first pitch fastball.
You remember earlier in this game, the 2nd inning, leading off, and as you mentioned, John, a first pitch fastball deposited into the left field seats, and that one he works away 93 miles per hour, but out of the zone, and it's 1-0 to Yadier Molina. We didn't see Yachty when we were in St. Louis. He was on the disabled list at the time. One's over for a strike.
And very happy to see him back playing. Not that you want to see him playing against the Phillies, but just with the injury he had, and just someone who's suffered a similar injury to what Yachty. You just have great sympathy for what they're going through.
I hear you. 2 hopper to Scott Kingery. 2 outs. And if you're a baseball fan, you don't want to see him against your team all the time, but Yadier Molina is one heck of a player.
Yeah, and it reflects at the. It reflects in the All-Star balloting. He's always one of the top vote getters for catchers. See where Jose Altuve is now leading all players.
I can understand that.
I can too. I mean,
he's too small to play, though.
Well, yeah, he shouldn't even be in the big leagues, but he's one of the best players, but still too short.
Yeah.
But
we should all be that short.
Well, but you talk about someone like you look at Mike Trout, and I have kids say, "Oh, I'm going to be the next Mike Trout." Well, no, you're not. And you look at Jose Altuve, and you think, maybe.
Yeah. Okay, maybe I could be the next Jose Altuve.
Yeah, and then he hits 30 homers and scores 100 whatever runs and steals however many bases and plays a Gold Glove caliber second base. Like, okay, well, you're not going to be him either.
Yeah. It's also a first-tier teammate as well, based on everything you hear about him.
Yeah.
Count is 2-1 to Dexter Fowler, who takes a half-hearted swing at that one. It's 2-2 with 2 outs.
I don't know, half-hearted. I just think he was
fooled
a lot.
I'm going to stick with half-hearted.
Let's put it this way. The happiest man in the ballpark that he actually fouled that off is him. But if you swing and miss with that swing, oh my gosh, those guys will never let you hear the end of it.
2-2 pitch. Foul ball. Fowler batting just 169 coming into the game, 168 now after his ground out in the first inning. 2-2 pitch. And that one is lofted in the left field and given chase is Franco, but it's going to go foul. Up against the tarp, so it remains 2-2 to Dexter Fowler.
Could have been another one that almost got to us.
Almost.
Oh, it's funny because he told the ball girl before the game, look, you know, you got to be on your toes down here. She goes, oh no, if it's hit hard, I'm running. Kim Jackson, no relation to Jim Jackson.
That's right.
Well, then Ben says, you know what? We are awfully close. I'm not jumping in the way either. I'm like, oh God.
Swing and a miss, and Fowler goes down swinging. Thankfully, you guys all came out intact last night. We are headed to the bottom of the 4th, and we're all tied up at 1. Is brought to you by your local Ford store. Check out every new Ford car, truck, and SUV crossover at buyfordnow.com today. And by WB Mason. Who but WB Mason for fast, free delivery? Nobody does it better. Beautiful shot. City Hall here in Philadelphia. Well, kind of a perfect day for baseball. Afternoon baseball, not too humid out there. 83 degrees at game time today. Fans enjoying it. Did you like day games, John? You probably did not, right?
I did because I didn't play many of them.
Well, there you go. Here he is. Michael Franco hits that one, but a nice play by Carpenter. Spins and fires and retires Franco.
That's 6 in a row.
That's right. What does that mean?
He's pulling off. He's either pulling off or the ball's beating him in, one or the other.
Well, Michael Franco, he's had an interesting month of June because earlier in the month he was seeing much less playing time because the Phillies decided they wanted to see what Scott Kingery looked at shortstop, and when J.P. Crawford came back from his original injury, they put him over at third, and Michael found himself watching a good part of the games, but over the last couple of days he's been swinging the bat well, back in the lineup, playing a little third, and then Crawford gets hurt last night, so you would imagine we would see more of Michael Franco going forward over the next couple of weeks. Mitch Walding is also on the roster now. Alfaro fouls that one at the plate. It's 0-2. Of course, Jesmo Valentin, who has played well in his times getting a chance to play, he's also part of the equation.
Hey, it looks like he's getting more comfortable. It looked like early when he first got called up, and naturally there was some jitters, and over swinging, and it looks like he's kind of relaxed into this. You know, I think I can do this thing.
I think you're right. As Alfaro hits that one to Carpenter. Strong throw off balance, and he pulls Martinez off the bag. And nice job by Jorge Alfaro busting it down the line, and he's safe at first.
Well, that's a reputation thing this early in this young man's career. You know, most guys, Carpenter, you know, the one hop, he could have set his feet. I mean, he catches on one hop, he could have set his feet, but they know, scouting reports out that Alfaro's going to bust it down the line, and he runs really well for a catcher and a throw off line. And Alfaro doing what he does, hustling.
Yeah.
And
wow, they going to give an error to Carpenter on that. It's a tough error, isn't it?
I think if the throw was on line, it would have beat him. But like I said, he had to rush because he knows that Alfaro's going to be running it.
He's also throwing off balance in foul territory, but Jake Arrieta gets that one off the end of the bat.
That was a look to left, go to right swing right there. How do you think Matt Carpenter felt charging in down the line, and that baby was swung, and that was, I hated that.
I bet.
You're charging in and they pull the bat back, you're like, uh-oh.
And Jake Arrieta can handle the bat a little bit, as we know.
Pretty strong man too. He put a charge in one. The Carpenter's backing up now. He's like, heck with this.
And that one is swung on and hit into center field. Tommy Pham a little to his left, and he'll make the catch. Alfaro will retreat to first, and that's 2 outs. Revamp your office with the click of a button. Get an amazing deal on WB Mason's Super Seat Big Shot chair. With just one click, you'll have your chair assembled and delivered right to your desk free of charge. Visit WBMason.com to order yours today while supplies last. Nobody does it better than who but WB Mason.
That's where you got to be careful if you're Alfaro. You see a fastball in to Cesar, watch the snap throw behind Cesar's back.
Cesar swings through that breaking ball. 0-1 to Hernandez. 0 for 2 today. Yeah, Yachty's not afraid to throw it.
Yeah, and you know, the fear is with Martinez is not gifted down there at first base, is do you risk it?
And that one skips just to the right of Molina, but no advancement by Alfaro. Cesar comes into this game having reached base safely 63 of the 70 games he's played this year. 0 for 2 today, so just a matter of time. And he fouls that one out of play. 1-2 to Hernandez. Rhys Hoskins waits on deck. In and out of the glove of Molina. Remains 1-2 to Cesar. Another foul ball. And the count stays 1-2. Martinez now playing in front of Jorge Alfaro.
I just think they try to move him around to wherever he thinks he might be the most comfortable. Yeah, no, we've seen it. He's not great around the bag.
And that is swung on and hit well. Right field. Going back on it at the wall, and that ball is gone. A 2-run shot by Cesar Hernandez. And that puts the Phils back into the lead, 3-1. Nice catch out there by the fan as well. And Now he's been on base 64 of 71 games, has Cesar Hernandez.
Well, that's a heck of a catch. I mean, look at the swing. I mean, that's just a changeup that stayed up in the strike zone. And Cesar, we notice how he chokes up with 2 strikes. He'll go up the bat about an inch and a half. And that young lady, we're happy that she's the only one that had the opportunity to catch him.
That's right. She was in the right place at the right time with the right equipment.
Well, she had the right shift on.
Yes, she did. Take a look. Love it.
2 hands.
And Rhys Hoskins is the batter now, so the Phil's up 3-1 here in the bottom of the 4th. And Cesar Hernandez gets some congratulations in the dugout. And it's quickly 3-0 now to Rhys Hoskins.
Yes. He's swinging if he wants to. Just going out on a limb.
I think you might be right about that one. We're texting and tweeting about the catch at this point. 3-0 pitch, and there is the swing, and he fouls that one right down to your seats.
That is amazing.
It is amazing, isn't it? You talked about not wanting a baseball to come down there for
I did.
3 months. So,
well, I didn't realize how low you sit down there.
Yeah.
And I was like all I had to do was move down an inch, and I was underneath everything. I couldn't have got hit.
Yeah, that one's low for a ball, so Rhys Hoskins takes his base.
And then the geniuses in the production cavity decided he needs some padding to lift him up because Ben and T-Mac are so tall. So then I was well above the rail.
Yeah, you were fine without the padding.
I didn't need any padding.
I thought what the Fanatic brought you was ideal. There you go.
There we go.
Right on cue.
Yeah.
You did look good.
It just goes to show you how.
Now there's a conversation on the mound. Michael Wacha. Originally, Mike Maddox came out to talk to him, the Cardinals pitching coach, but now the trainer is out there and Mike Matheny as well. So we'll see what this is all about. He walked Rhys on 4 pitches. None of them, well, sorry, 5 pitches, but the 4 balls, none of them were close. Conversation with Maddox and Matheny. And that is going to do it for Michael Wacha. So we'll try to get a report on as to why Wacha is out of this game.
Well, the way he's walking, he's either overcome with heat or he's got a lower back issue of some sort.
Well, they'll get as much time as they need to get a new pitcher up and ready. And because of that, we will step aside. But the Phils have taken a 3-1 lead here in the bottom of the 4th.
never have a catch as important as the one that finished off Cole Hamels' no-hitter at Wrigley Field in 2015. But no matter what he is doing at the plate, he continues to make plays while patrolling center field for the Phils. He's done it this season again and again, scaling walls and running balls down that most don't. He did it again to complete the series win in Milwaukee. And it's brought to you by Independence Blue Cross. Live fearless.
Well, bottom of the fourth and a pitching change here in Citizens Bank Park. Phillies are up 3-1. Michael Wacha will no word yet on as to why he had to leave the game, but he did. So Mike Myers is the new pitcher for the Cardinals. He's 2-0 with an ERA of 3.22 in his 22 1/3 innings pitched. We did see Myers in the first game of this series pitch 2 innings. And he allowed no hits and no runs. They've been pretty good in this series. 8 2/3, 5 hits, 4 runs. Too many walks, I guess, for their bullpen. 5 walks. I don't want to see that.
A lot of walks. But, you know, when they were out there talking after Michael Wacha left the mound, I saw Reese. Looked like he was asking Jose Martinez was at his elbow, and it looked like Martinez was like pointing to his shoulder. I don't know if that means his shoulder's not feeling well or Wacha's shoulder, but I'm sure we'll find out here.
Yeah, well, you had talked a little bit about Wacha's injuries over the last couple of years, and most of them had to do with his shoulder. So he's got kind of funky mechanics that they think led to his shoulder problems to begin with. It almost looks like an oblique, though, that he's kind of holding his side there. Well, we will find out, and we will let you know. But
well, you hope it's just some sort of cramping.
Yeah.
And it's not an oblique, because those oblique things for pitchers, especially with as much torque as they put on their upper body, that ain't a quick comeback from those.
Right. Well, in the meantime, Odubel Herrera will step to the plate. Don't forget, Sunday, July 1st versus the Washington Nationals at 1:35 p.m. It is the Community Energy solar-powered Liberty Bell, given free to all kids 14 and under. It's a cool little item there, so visit Phillies.com to order your tickets now. So Odubel Herrera steps in. It's 2 for 2 today, single and a double. And Rhys Hoskins is on first with 2 outs. And a throw over. Hoskins gets back easily.
Oh, but you asked me about day games. I love playing in day games because the ball always carried better.
Yeah.
You know, in San Diego, once a year we'd have a day game, and then the Beach Boys would play after, which was very entertaining.
That's cool.
Because we'd have about 8,000 watching us, and then by the 7th inning, there's about 50,000. One time we tied it up in the bottom of the 9th. We got booed at our home ballpark.
That's funny.
Well, 80% of the people there to see the Beach Boys, not us.
I get that. Myers works from the stretch. The 0-1 pitch to Herrera. Big swing and a miss, and it's 0-2 to Odubel Herrera. Same spot he found himself last time before singling to center field. Cesar Hernandez gave the Phils a 2-run lead. It's 3-1. It was his 8th home run in 72 games this year. Last year he had 9 home runs in 128 games.
I think Myers is real happy with the helmet falling off and Odubel taking his time. It looked like he was standing there like, come on, let's go.
Inside for a ball, 1-2. Well, this was his second at bat of the game. Wild swing.
Yeah.
Wild swing.
And then just stay on one and line it to center. That's when he's going good, he can do that.
Yep. Well, he's going good right now. And that one's right back off of Myers, and quick throw over to first by Wong, and he gets Herrera just in time. Myers was hurting a little bit as that one hit off of his arm. The Phillies are going to ask the Cardinals to hold, but I do think they got Herrera down there at first. Nice play by Colton Wong. You see Myers getting looked at because it went off of his hand.
Looks like it got him in the middle finger.
And the Phillies won't look at it as Herrera beaten by a step. So the Cardinals get out of the inning, but not before the Phils do some damage. We go to the 5th, up by 2. Now for the Ram Trucks Stump the Fans trivia question answer. John, we asked you who holds the Cardinals record for the highest single season pinch hit batting average since 1974. You originally wrote down
Greg Garcia.
Right, which was
wrong.
Incorrect.
Now I forgot. See, this is what happens. I forget.
I know.
You know what? I'm going to go with Jed Jerko. What the heck?
Jed Jerko is incorrect. It is Jose Martinez. Last season. 12 for 26, batted .462 as a pinch hitter. That's pretty impressive. Log back on to Phillies.com to find out if you're the winner of a Phillies prize pack. Jake Arrieta back out on the hill for the 5th. Greg Garcia is the batter leading off. Garcia 0 for 1 with a strikeout. And does Arrieta 2-0 to Garcia. What have you thought about Arrieta so far today?
Good.
Yeah.
You know, it's when you pitch with as much movement as he is, sometimes it can look a little erratic, but you know, overall, besides the first pitch fastball that Molina jumped on him, he's been really good.
You see his
It's only hit he's given up.
Percentage from pitches he's thrown, is that one is fouled.
And that's what
dugout.
you see too. That's what
Yep.
we've been seeing. Ahead in the count, guys getting bad swings. That tells you that he's pitching with great movement. Like I say this every time I see him, he would have been a nightmare to hit off of, because you know he could throw a pitch down the middle that ends up either in on your hands or away out of the strike zone, but by then you've already committed.
Right. Well, that's why he's been so good in his career.
I bet you.
93 and 61 in his career. Obviously the Cy Young back in 2015. Won 22 games that year for the Cubs. Count is even 2-2 now to Greg Garcia. And that one is punched into left field. Rhys Hoskins won't get it.
He better hurry.
Garcia thinks about to, but Hoskins gets the ball in quickly. So a leadoff base hit for Garcia here in the 5th. That'll bring up Colton Wong. Well, the line on Michael Wacha is complete. 3 2/3 with 6 hits, 3 runs allowed. One of them was earned. 2 walks and 2 strikeouts. 75 pitches for Michael Wacha, who left with an apparent injury. We're thinking maybe an oblique, but we'll get you a definitive word when we get word. So Colton Wong will step in. He finished the last half of the inning with a nice defensive play. Takes that first pitch over for a strike.
I see. I guess Myers is all right after taking that ground ball off the hand off the bat of Odubel.
Garcia takes a short lead off first. And that one is hit into left field down the line. Hoskins giving chase, and look where that's going, right over your head. And out of play.
I guess we picked the right two pitchers to sit down there and be safe.
I think he did. Much to the chagrin of the production cavity.
Well, Halligman's a morbid human.
Yeah.
And he was probably praying that one of us got hit. And knowing the relationship with the three of us, I'm assuming it would have been me.
And he turns on that one. Odubel Herrera going back. It looks like he'll have room at the track, and he makes the catch. And back to first is Garcia. So Wong flies out to deep center field, and that's the first out of the inning. I don't know that you can assume it was you. I think he would have been happy if any of you guys got hurt.
I'm not saying hurt. Oh, wow, that's a triple dinger. I'm not saying get hurt, just get hit.
Just get hit.
Yeah. I think he loves this in his own special way, that getting hit and getting hurt are two separate issues with him.
I'll buy that. Well, Mike Myers will step into the batter's box for just the second time in his professional career, and he squares around a bunt. And he bunts through it. It's 0-1.
His heart was in it. His rear end wasn't, though.
Yeah.
Well, he saw that. He turned around like, I'm going to get this bunt down, and he saw Jake sidestep him, and he's like, uh-oh, it's coming at me.
The guys in the bullpen don't get a whole lot of reps.
No.
In the, even in pregame. He squares and fouls that one back. So quickly 0-2 to Michael Myers. As we anticipated, the news on Michael Wacha is a oblique strain, left oblique strain, which is why he left the game. So the Cardinals will hold their breath and hope that that's just a minor one, because those things can linger. Outside for a ball, 1-2.
You know, I've had times in the batter's box where there's like a million other places I'd rather be. I think Michael Myers right now is in that situation.
I think you're probably right, but Jake Arrieta needs to come right after him at that point. And 1-2 pitch, and he does just that. Called third strike. No messing around with the opposing pitcher, and that's the second out of the inning. And that'll bring up the Cardinals' top of the order, Matt Carpenter, who's been on base twice today. 5 strikeouts for Jake Arrieta today. And Matt Carpenter will step in. Arrieta's been careful with Carpenter, understandably so. Carpenter's been patient. He's walked twice. First pitch just misses for a ball. It's 1-0.
I just find it interesting that, you know, one of the things that, maybe one of the only things that Jake doesn't do well is hold runners. You know, he's not going to deviate. He's not going to slide step. He's going to go with his regular leg kick and not try to speed up to lose stuff. And yet the Cardinals don't look like they want to run at all. And that's because that weapon behind home plate.
Yeah, well, that'll do it. Jorge Alfaro, you know, if you're watching the games this year, you know how good he has been throwing out runners. It's a great advantage for a pitcher, having a catcher being able to throw like that, on both the catchers in this game. And that one swung on and lifted in the left field. Hoskins circles and makes the catch. And Jake Arrieta works around a leadoff base runner here in the 5th. We'll head to the bottom of the 5th. Phil's up by 2. Citizens Bank, the official bank of the Phillies. Visit citizensbank.com. And we're looking at last night's scores from the minor leagues. Lehigh Valley defeated Scranton Wilkes-Barre 7-5. Colin Calgill a good night. Reading finished their sweep of Portland 7-1 and 6-5 in their doubleheader. Ranger Suarez continues to dominate where the Reading Titans. Clearwater defeated Bradenton 5-3. And the Crosscutters defeated Auburn 4-0. Gustavo Armas, 7 innings pitched. No walks, 7 strikeouts. Good day down on the farm for the Phils. As we head to the bottom of the 5th, and it'll be Carlos Santana, Scott Kingery, and Nick Williams. 4-5-6 for the Phils. They have a 2-run lead. Looking to add a little bit more. Mike Myers back in for his 2nd inning of work in relief of Michael Watkins. First pitch over to Santana for a strike.
Well, let's see how the hand injury does for Myers. After that ball O'Double hit off of it, maybe he'll hang a couple and we'll bang a couple and expand our lead.
Sounds like a plan. That one is fouled out of play. It's 0-2 to Santana.
You're a big fan of plans, aren't you?
Actually, I never plan anything, but it sounds like a good plan.
That's why we get along.
Yeah.
I'm not a good planner either.
Planning's overrated. And Santana swings through that, so a strikeout. Myers on Santana.
Hand's okay.
Apparently.
Just in case.
First out here in the 5th. That'll bring up Scott Kingery, 0 for 2 this afternoon. Scott lined out in the 1st and struck out in the 3rd. Struck out with the bases loaded back in the 3rd. Phil's had a couple of chances in that inning to add to their lead. Unable to do it then, but Cesar Hernandez with a 2-run shot put him up on top. Outside for a ball. It's 1-1 to Scott Kingery. Final game of the 3-game series versus the Cardinals. Phil's looking to win their 3rd series in a row. Outside for a ball. 2-1. Off day tomorrow. And then down to Washington, D.C. for the weekend.
Two games for us there, huh?
2 games for the television crew, as that one's over for a strike. Friday and Saturday, local television. Then on Sunday night, Phillies will be part of Sunday Night Baseball for the first time in quite some time. Phillies and Nationals. Out at the plate remains 2-2 to Scott Kinger.
I think ESPN's wising up a little bit. They're seeing the path that the Phils are on. Contenders.
You know,
it'll be a good game.
It should be. The Nationals are playing the Orioles tonight, and by Sunday that could be a battle for second place in the NL East. As Scott Kingery swings through that one, and is a strikeout victim as well. And when we get back home, fireworks right around the corner. Bring the family to see the post-game Xfinity fireworks show Friday, June 29th versus those Nationals, 7:05. Saturday, June 30th at 6:05. It's the game time. And you stay after the game for the best fireworks show in the city. You know the drill. Go to Phillies.com to get your tickets now. Always a nice crowd and always a lot of fun. Fireworks shows here in Philadelphia after Phillies game. I remember being a part of that when I was a kid. Nick Williams fouls that one straight back, and it's 0-2 to Nick Williams. Inside for a ball, 1-2. Myers throwing some heat, 98-mile-per-hour fastball right there on the hands. And Williams swings through that. So Myers, well, I guess the hand is just fine because he strikes out the side. 1-2-3 go the Phillies here in the bottom of the 5th. Don't worry, we're coming back. Phillies with a 2-run lead.
Well on my way to continuing with my life. And again, thank you guys so much. And one other thing, come October, bring that ring back to Philadelphia for us.
Well, that was George Streppel, who was addressing the Phillies team before the game today. Streppel, who is from South Williamsport, was diagnosed with ALS back in 2014. And was just thanking the Phillies and the Phillies organization today for all their hard work. And of course, tomorrow, the 2018 Phillies Festival to help raise money to fight ALS. The ALS Association of Greater Philadelphia begins at 4 o'clock here at the ballpark. Tickets are $30. You get 2 autographs with those tickets. And all of that money goes to help the ALS Association Greater Philadelphia chapter in the battle against ALS, which is just one of the most horrific diseases, and all the hard work. So we thank George for coming down here today, and we wish him and his wife Tammy and Brittany and Corey, his daughter and son, the best as they move forward and continue to battle with that disease. And the Phillies players get a chance, John, to talk once a year to some of the patients, and I know it's always a very powerful time for them, and you know, they get it. They understand that they're able to help tomorrow, and that's what the ALS Festival is all about.
Yeah, it's you know, there's no cure yet,
No.
and there needs to find somehow to figure out how to get a cure for this dreaded disease. It just stops everything.
Yeah, I had a good friend of mine who passed away from ALS after battling for about 1.5 years, and you know, you see the effects of what ALS can do. It's well, that's why we'll all be here tomorrow, and hope you will too, to help us try to raise some money. That's a tough play back up the middle. A nice play by Cesar Hernandez, and a nice pick by Carlos Santana as well. Wow, 4-3 on the putout. I didn't think they had any chance to get Jose Martinez, and instead that's the second out of the inning.
A long way for Cesar to come. Look at
how did he throw that?
and threw it to the backhand side of Santana. I mean, usually that thing ends up in the dugout. Wow. He threw it to the backhand side of Santana. Great play by Cesar. You know, talked about the defense behind Jake his last couple starts. It's been pretty good here tonight, this afternoon.
It sure has. And Marcell Ozuna will be the batter. 8 ground ball outs today for Jake Arrieta, and you know Jake is going well when he's doing that as Ozuna swings through that one. And it's 0-1. But to your point, yeah, the guys are making the plays behind them. They're making the routine ones, which has been an issue, but they're also making some terrific ones like Cesar Hernandez right there.
Macau, the first inning, right?
That one's a line drive base hit for Marcell Ozuna. And that's his first hit of the series, and he'll be a 2-out base runner.
Now, that just shows you how big that play is by Cesar. Now you're looking at first and second possibly.
Ozuna ends his 0 for 12 with that base hit. That'll bring up Yadier Molina, who homered in the second, grounded out in the fourth. Arrieta takes a peek at the runner. And that one gets past Jorge Alfaro and goes to the backstop, so Ozuna will move up to second base. That is a wild pitch for Jake Arrieta. His 4th of the season. Just looked like he pulled that one a little bit.
He got jumped first pitch fastball by Yadi in the top of the second inning, and he wasn't going to have that one leak back over the center of the plate.
1-0 pitch, foul back. Dexter Fowler is on deck. Just misses outside for ball 2-1. Off the hands, foul ball. 2-2 to Yadier Molina.
Must have got lost coming to the ballpark with all the New York Yankees, New York Giants gear on.
They're just a little early for next week's series, but they got a baseball, so that's really all that matters.
That's a good thing for the youngsters. Plus, he's a lefty.
Can't be all bad, right, John?
He's on his way to being really good.
A 2-2 pitch. Just misses. 3-2 now to Molina. Corey Boys are hearing it a little bit from the Philly faithful behind the plate. So the count is full with 2 outs. Zuna leads off second. And that one is driven into center field, right center field. Going back on it is Williams, and looking up, and that ball is gone. A 2-run shot by Yadier Molina, his second of the afternoon. And with one swing, the Cardinals and the Phillies are all tied up again at 3. Take a look.
Like you said, this time of year, the way the weather is, the ball's traveling really well here at Citizens Bank Park, and that's just a 2-strike, protect the strike zone swing, and he gets it up in the air, and it goes out. I mean, not a bad pitch by Jake. Sometimes you have to give the hitter credit.
Yeah. So there you see it. His last two homer game came back on August 2nd, 2017 for Molina, and he does it here today at Citizens Bank Park. So brand new ball game with 2 outs here in the 6th. And that one swung on and hit the center field, but not deep. And in comes Odubel Herrera, and he makes the catch. So Fowler records the 3rd out of the inning, but not before the Cardinals are able to tie it up. Yadier Molina doing some damage with a 2-run shot. Go to the bottom of the 6th, all tied at 3. Play at the state of youth sports in America before they were major leaguers. Players like this young man were simply kids being kids, playing all sorts of sports. John, who is this? He's wearing a little Cubbies outfit. We're going to reveal his identity later in this inning, so give that some thought.
Oh man, could be the him.
Could be the who?
Could be this young man.
Could be.
Or is it?
No. It is not. Brett Cecil's the new pitcher for the Cardinals.
Trying to think of who's from the Midwest on our team.
Well, remember, the Cubbies could be any little league all over the country.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to throw you off, but just
okay.
saying.
Well, good.
Maikel Franco will be the first to face Cecil. First time we've seen him in this series. A left-hander. First pitch to Franco is upstairs for a ball. It's 1-0.
I mean, it could have been Mark Leiter. It kind of.
Yeah, so you have to kind of try to pick out their facial features.
That's what I'm.
Yeah. Big swing and a miss by Franco.
Trying to think who's in our bullpen. I eliminated.
I will tell you that this person, this player, was indeed born in the middle of the country. So you were on to something. On the outside corner for a strike, it's 1-2.
I think Mikel thought that was a little high.
I think the Phillies dugout did too. Take a look. It was 1-2 pitch, foul ball, 1-2. It was absolutely up, and he's still hearing it. Corey Blazer. And turning on that one is Franco. Lofts it into left field, but closing in on it, making the catch is Ozuna. So that's the first out. All right, last guess. You got a guess?
Adam Morgan.
It is not Adam Morgan. It is Jake Arrieta. As a matter of fact, he was born in Missouri, but he grew up in Plano, Texas, where he played for the Cubbies, and then obviously would later play for the Chicago Cubs. For a look at Jake Arrieta and many more babyface major leaguers to go on to be big leaguers, go to our photo gallery at NBCSports.com/fairplay. There is Jake Arrieta. Jorge Alfaro is the batter with one out here in the bottom of the sixth. First pitch misses.
You think that when he went to there's Austin Davis down there warming up, getting his possibly his major league debut?
Yeah. Aaron Altair has moved into the on-deck circle for the Phillies. So,
do you think that when Jake Arrieta played Little League and he was a Cubby, do you think he'd ever think that someday he'd be playing for the Cubbies?
I think you can answer that question better than I can. I always thought I was going to play for the Phillies, but I never did. So,
yeah,
I'm a dreamer, John.
You are.
Yeah.
Reality hasn't set in with you yet in a lot of things.
Hey, there's no point in living reality. That's no fun.
No kidding.
Pitch finds the strike zone. It's 2-1 to Jorge Alfaro. So did you, as a little leaguer?
No.
Did you believe you'd be in the big leagues?
No.
Yeah.
No. Only thing I remember ever talking about baseball beyond high school was when I was really young. My dad said he'd like to see me go play at Arizona State because he heard they had a good baseball school.
Okay. 2-1 pitch. Check swing. He went, says Blazer, and it's 2-2 now to Jorge Alfaro. Was he satisfied that he just got to the big leagues instead?
Yeah, he was pretty happy.
Okay. Fly ball down the right field line, going back and off the top of the wall. Fowler gets it in quickly, but Jorge Alfaro will cruise in for a double. Second time on base today for Jorge Alfaro, and as you said, that ball is traveling. That was just a little bit fly ball off the end of the bat.
Yeah, it looked like he was trying to fight a ball off with 2 strikes.
Well, he is strong, but
yes, he is. And you know, at one point, I think he thought he got it. That's how well the ball's carrying here. But
I looked down at Dexter Fowler, and I thought he thought it was going foul, and hit off the top of the wall, about 10 feet fair. So, runner at second for the Phils, and that will bring up Aaron Altair.
Yeah, let's get one here.
Yeah.
Get Jake a win.
So that will close the book on Jake Arrieta. 6 innings pitched, 4 hits and 3 runs, 2 walks and 5 strikeouts for Arrieta. But yeah, base hit here. He could be on the hook for a win. Inside to Altair, 1-0.
Forget the base hit. Go deep. Take a base hit.
Take a base hit, right? Altair is a pinch hitter, 5 for 22 in his career, 2 home runs and 7 RBIs.
Phillies leading hitter with runners in scoring position.
Fouls that one, back and out of play. It's 1-1. Another foul ball out of play. Nice catch by a fan. Phillies are 0 for 5 today with runners in scoring position. They've left 6 on base. That's not what you want to see from your offense. But turn it around right here. Big swing and a miss. And he got it. So Aaron Altair is a strikeout victim, and that's the second out here in the bottom of the 6th. More action in the bullpen for the Cardinals.
Sam,
Tui Valala. Yep. And here comes Mike Maddox for a conversation, which might be a chance to get Sam Tui Valala a little more time to warm up. Cesar Hernandez will be the batter for the Phils with 2 outs.
yeah, this is, we'd like to see Cecil get Cesar out, but if he doesn't, we need Sam to come in for Hoskins.
So Mike has a conversation with Brett Cecil. That gives us a chance to take a look at our Nissan upgrade. Take a look at runs scored in the National League. The leaders, well, Tommy Pham, just 1 behind Charlie Blackmon, who's been a run scorer for the last couple of years. There you see Ozzie Albies from the Braves. Cesar Hernandez on that list. Scored another one today. And even with the start that Paul Goldschmidt got off to, he is also in the top 5. That's upgrade to the technology of tomorrow today, our Nissan upgrade. Cesar Hernandez steps in. A 2-run home run in his last at bat.
Go back-to-back at bats. 1 from each side of the plate.
That's right. First pitch is over for a strike. Yeah, his last at bat was from the left side. He steps in on the right side against Cecil. And the dirt. Here it is in the 4th inning against Michael Wacha. That may have been the pitch that Wacha got hurt on.
Yeah, it's just a hanger. Didn't get any bite on that pitch. Cesar credit, though. You still got to hit it. He hit it. He did.
Let's do it again, Cesar.
I'll take a base hit.
Me too. 1-1 pitch. Ground ball, foul past Dusty Wathan. Alfaro leads off second. He doubled. Upstairs for a ball, 2-2. A 2-2 pitch. Over for a called 3rd strike, and Hernandez is a strikeout victim. 2nd strikeout of the inning for Cecil, and the Phils leave another one in scoring position. So we will go to the 7th and a major league debut on the way. Stay with us. Time now for your Delaware Valley Honda Dealers game summary. Well, lots of hits for the Phils. You saw 7 of them, but just 3 runs to show for it. The 2-run home run by Cesar Hernandez was the big blow for them. Jake Arrieta, 6 innings pitched, 4 hits, and 3 earned. Yadier Molina just had a day, 2 home runs, including a game-tying 2-run home run last half of the inning. And that's where we stand right now. And well, welcome to the big leagues, Austin Davis, making his major league debut for the Phillies. Left-hander with very good numbers down there in the Lehigh Valley. An ERA of 2.43. Had 19 hits, just 8 walks, 38 strikeouts in his time down there this season. He will face Greg Garcia, and first pitch to Garcia is a little bit low for a ball.
Well, we were told the scouting reports on Austin Davis is a mid-90s fastball, which is his best pitch.
It's fouled out of play, so it's 1-1. So Davis joins Adam Morgan in the Phillies bullpen as 2 lefties down there. He works quickly, and that pitch is just outside for a ball. It's 2-1.
Quick pitch.
Yeah. And line drive, base hit in the left center field. Herrera gets on it quickly, and Garcia will stop at first. But that is the second hit of the afternoon for Greg Garcia, and he's a leadoff base runner. That'll bring up Colton Wong. Also batting from the left side is Wong. First pitch, tries to bunt it, but it's foul. Jorge Alfaro out quickly.
Did that hit something?
It sounded like it hit his bat and then hit the behind the plate, maybe hit Alfaro's equipment, because I heard it tick as well.
Yeah, it had to hit something else because that ball eventually ended up fair.
It was called foul immediately by Corey Blazers. Take a look. Boom. Oh, it hit his foot. Fouled it off his own foot.
Punted it off his foot.
The 0-1 pitch over for a strike. It's 0-2. Or his knee. I guess it hit his knee. Hit something because
he hit Alfaro's glove.
Okay. Well, we'll go with that.
Wow,
it looked like he was limping
territory.
out of the box. That's the 0-2 pitch. Is lying down the left field line, but foul. It looked like Wong was, gimpy coming out of the box. That's why I assumed it hit his foot.
Alfaro tried to swipe it. Bumped it back into fair territory.
The 0-2 pitch misses 1-2. Greg Garcia looks like he's thinking about going somewhere down there at first.
Well, I'm sure they don't have a large sample size on the move of Mr. Davis. So you're kind of right now, you're just guessing.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. His first major league strikeout as Colton Wong goes chasing. He'll save that baseball. Congratulations to Austin Davis. Phil Sheridan has his hands on it, so it's in good hands now. Take another look.
Well, nasty slider after throwing it fastballs to Colt Wong, and nice little slider right there to get his first major league strikeout.
He's going to leave on a good note. We're going to get that ball authenticated. We're going to get it all marked up and into the trophy case. So Austin Davis comes in and gets 1 of 2 batters, gets his first major league strikeout. And now Gabe Kapler going to make a pitching change. I'll never forget this afternoon. Congratulations to him. Pitching change. We'll be right back here in South Philadelphia. Out, and Austin Davis got his first major league strikeout. Now he gives way to Adebry Ramos, who will be the new pitcher for the Phils, appearing in his 32nd game with an ERA of 0.68. He has been good for the Phils. Just 10 walks, 30 strikeouts for Ramos, and he will face Harrison Bader, the pinch hitter for the Cardinals. Runner on first is Garcia. The first pitch to Bader is over for a strike.
Now this could be where, with one out, Garcia might think about running. A lot of sliders by Ramos. Sometimes if it has a little more bite on it, it'd be tough for Jorge to get out there and get it and get in a good throwing position.
Doesn't go, and that one sails inside for a ball. It's 1-1. Bader is a pinch hitter this year, 3 for 19. Pair of RBIs. 0 for 4 so far in this series. One pitch, misses. 2-1. Ramos is not allowed an earned run in his last 14 appearances for the Phils. And that one is fouled straight back into our right. And it's 2-2 now to Harrison Bader.
Like he tried to leave earth on that one. Little slider down the way will handle that one.
Fastball down and away. It's 3-2.
I think he's running. I know Carpenter's up next, and he's had a really good series so far, but I've got a feeling Garcia's running right here. How about a strike him out, throw him out?
Let's sign up for that. Here's the 3-2 pitch, and big swing and a miss, and he got him. So we got the strikeout, and Garcia stays put down there at first, and that's the second out of the inning. So Ramos getting the job done against Harrison Bader, and now the top of the order, and Matt Carpenter, who has been on base twice in this game. So the reason not to run is because of this guy.
Because of this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would agree with you. I wouldn't have been surprised if they tried to make something happen.
Yeah,
there.
I think if I was managing, I would have sent him. But do you take the bat out of Carpenter's hand, but you put it into Tommy Pham's hand, who's probably been their he has been their best player this year.
Yeah, he's been good against the Phillies, that's for sure, in both series. Well, Ramos will work on Matt Carpenter, who has been clutch late in games. We can tell you that firsthand.
Well, I don't know how difficult it is, but I think if you're going to throw him.
That one gets by Jorge Alfaro, so Garcia is going to get second base. Jorge frustrated.
Yeah, that's got to be a pass ball.
And it is pass ball on Jorge Alfaro.
He's setting away. Yeah, that ball's not. That's a catchable ball. That's a play that you saw the frustration. Jorge thought he should have had it. And now you pick your battle. 2-0 to Carpenter. I think I'm slidering him and see if he can get himself out. And I'd backdoor it.
And that one's over for a strike. Good pitch by Adebry Ramos. Maybe not exactly where he wanted it. You think Carpenter's looking for something else?
I think he was looking 2-0 fastball.
Yeah.
I mean, if you can throw that slider down at his back foot or backdoor him, if you walk him, so be it.
Tried it. 3-1 now to Carpenter. As you mentioned, Tommy Pham on deck.
Now they're going to walk him.
That makes sense at that point with the count 3-1. So runners at first and second now, and Pham will be the batter. He is 0 for 3 this afternoon. And Jorge Alfaro will have a conversation with Ramos, as will Rick Kranitz. Nobody warming up in the Phil's bullpen, so this is a conversation about strategy, I would imagine, on how to work Tommy Pham.
He has an impeccable timing with when the umpire just gets to the mound is when he finishes up.
He's got that sixth sense. You can feel him coming. I often wondered
He's got a good
if
clock.
Someone else, someone else on the mound is like, and now.
3, 2, 1, done.
I guess the umpires just, they can't be frustrated by it because it happens every single time. So.
All right. We got to make some good pitches.
First pitch to Pham is low for a ball. It's 1-0. Runners at first and second. You see Pham's afternoon. That one's over for a strike. 1-1 to Tommy Pham.
The thing that worries me is this. Usually Ramos has that good downward bite to the slider, and I think he's getting more of a sideways tilt to it instead of sharp and down. But it only takes one to figure it out.
That's right. One pitch. Big swing and a miss. 1-2 now to Pham. And now the crowd will lend some support to Adebayo Ramos. Ramos has his sign. Swing and a miss, and he got him. Big strikeout by Adebayo Ramos, and the Phils escape the seventh inning. No damage done. Nice job in relief by Ramos. Here it is. You see it. Bam. Now you see it. Now you don't. And it's a strikeout. And we head to the bottom of the seventh, all tied at 3. Maryland University College, and Mike Trout is, well, I don't know if he's getting better. He is on a torrid stretch right now as the Angels star is hitting .696 with 4 home runs and 9 RBIs over the last 37 plate appearances. Mike Trout, just when you thought he had done it all and it couldn't be any better, he's been that good for the Angels. And also you saw that other story, Brandon Morrow having some troubles for the Cubs. He actually got injured the other day, was not able to be in either of the Cubs' last 2 games where they had some bullpen troubles because he got hurt, John, putting on his pants, strained his back. Got the right leg in, he said, and then he went for the left leg, and, well, all fixed.
Tell you what, that pesky left leg gets stuck sometimes.
It sure can. So the Cubs have been without him, Brandon Morrow, for a couple of games now, and
tell you what, if
it cost him.
He's struggling at his age with getting the pants on. Wait, he gets our age, or my age anyway.
I know you mentioned that. You know, it's socks is one time a day.
Socks is
it's a challenge.
Difficult, but all I found out is you just need a little piece of AstroTurf. That way you can slide your heel. The heel comes off, and then you just put the other heel on the toe of the sock and pull it off.
Necessity is the mother of all invention, they say, John. I think you're onto something. Well, Rhys Hoskins is the batter, and the count is even 1-1 here in the bottom of the 7th. Very nice job by Itabai Ramos to come in and get the Phils out of trouble there. So now, Phils need to get these bats going again.
Well, we mentioned the downward plane on that slider, that downward break, and man, that last one to Tommy Pham was special.
Hoskins takes that one inside for a ball. It's 2-1. Rhys has been on base 3 times in this game. A couple of hits and a walk. Scored a run as well. Way back in the first, though. Phils have not been good with runners in scoring position today. It's 2-2 now to Rhys Hoskins. Phil's 0 for 7 today with runners in scoring position. Doesn't stop the Fanatic from taking selfies, though. Here's the 2-2 pitch to Hoskins. Swing and a miss, and he gets him. So Hoskins is retired for the first time this afternoon, and that's the first out here in the bottom of the 7th. Well, I'm filling in for Tom McCarthy today because, well, congratulations are in order. That's Tom's daughter, Maggie McCarthy, who graduating with honors today from Allentown High School. She's headed to the College of New Jersey next year. She's going to study music and elementary education. She has a gorgeous singing voice, does Maggie. And, well, it's 3 of the 4 McCarthy kids through high school and into college. And we wish Tom and Meg and the family all the best today as they celebrate Maggie's graduation. And as I mentioned, Tom will be back with us on Friday down in Washington, D.C. Hopefully they're enjoying the afternoon.
Nice afternoon for it.
Yeah, perfect. See if the Phils can help with the celebration as Odubel Herrera swings through that. It's 1-1 now to Odubel. He's 2 for 3 today.
What was that? What did he just throw over there?
Maybe his thumb guard? I didn't see.
I don't think he wears one.
Sometimes he does. Pitch inside for a ball, 2-1, 97 miles per hour. Galala has his sign, the 2-1 pitch. Swung on, and that one's hit well. Deep to right field, and that one is gone! A solo shot by Odubel Herrera. 4 games in a row for Odubel, and he puts the Phillies back on top 4-3. No doubt about it.
Hit off the auxiliary scoreboard up there in right field by the second deck, and wow, you talk about hot.
Man, oh man. talk about getting out of the ballpark quickly. How about less than 4 seconds from bat to scoreboard? Boom. Well, we talked about it in the open, John.
It's a beautiful thing to watch when he's like this.
Sure is. And he gives the Phils the lead 4-3. Duba's 12th home run of the year. He now leads the Phillies in that category. And we see Dylan Cousins celebrating. That was doable with the ever-present smile. 422 feet and an exit velocity of 109 miles per hour.
Well, I hope he doesn't get another bat unless we bat around somewhere, but he could triple away from the cycle.
He is. Sails outside for a ball. 1-1 to Carlos Santana.
I mean, I'd love to see him get the cycle, but only if.
Yeah, I got you. Only if we're.
Don't want to see it in the 10th inning, is what I'm saying.
I'm picking up what you're putting down. Over for a strike. It's 1-2.
I've been through streaks where I thought, I was swinging the bat really well, but I mean, he's getting a couple hits a night, and one of them's a home.
Yeah. And that one is swung on, line drive to right field, but Fowler is there and he makes the catch. Hit it hard right at Dexter Fowler, so 2 outs here in the 7th. So that'll bring up Scott Kingery. Phillies putting some lumber on these pitches from Sam Tuivailala. Kingery is 0 for 3 this afternoon. A couple of strikeouts.
So I would assume if in a perfect world you send Ramos back out for the 8th because he's been your best reliever from the start of the season on. And
line drive right at the shortstop Garcia, who makes the throw from his butt and unable to complete the play. That must have knuckled for Greg Garcia as it one hop quickly into his glove and he couldn't get anything on the throw. Kingery hustling down the line. So that'll be a base hit. Take a look. Almost caught in the air, but he drops it.
Yeah, that thing had some like Kingery hit like a sinker to him. It ball dove on him. Looks like Ramos is going to get the 8th, which is.
It's all quiet down there in the bullpen.
Martinez at first base. Where that throw was, there shouldn't be a collision.
Yeah, his footwork. Scott Kingery got tangled up there.
Yeah.
He's lucky he didn't get hurt. Throw over. Kingery is back.
So they give out a base hit, I hope, to Scotty. Needs one.
Oh, that has to be a base hit. Right, Carl? Base hit? Yes, it was.
Did Nick get one here?
Be okay. Nick's 1 for 3 on the afternoon. And he fists that one. Diving play by Carpenter, who's up and across the diamond. And again, Martinez makes the tag on the top of Williams, and he is hurting. And quickly out is the Cardinals trainers to take a look at Jose Martinez. That couldn't have felt good for Nick Williams either. But Martinez looks like he's in a lot of pain.
They're looking at Nick's face again.
I think he got him on the shoulder. Take another look. Got him on the back of the head. Oh, man. That looked painful for Jose Martinez. He has something in the wrist area. Not sure that he could do anything about that. The throw took him over there.
Yeah, the throw had a little run on it.
And that is the 3rd out of the inning. So He still looks like he's in some pain. We'll give you an update on him when we get back. That's the end of the 7th, not before the Phillies able to take the lead on the home run by Odubel Herrera. So we will head to the 8th with the Phils up by 1. Your local Delaware Valley Honda dealer or visit DelValHondaDealers.com. And by Jefferson Health. Call 1-800-JEFF-NOW or visit jeffersonhealth.org. Celebrating Flyers Day here at the ballpark. A little orange and black. Fanatic and friends rocking it out on top of the dugout. Couple hundred season ticket holders from the Flyers here today. We showed you that Lauren Hart did the national anthem today. Lou Nolan did the lineups. And, it's been a good day, and hey, a good day because the Phils are ahead by 1.
Yeah, I think they're waiting to see if Martinez can hit. Here he comes out of the dugout.
I got to be honest with you, I'm a little surprised, but as we have a little delay, we'll take a look at our Hyundai defensive play of the game, and it was Cesar Hernandez earlier in this one.
Yeah, and this is huge too because it followed up. The stretch was unbelievable, but how he got that throw off and accurate was beyond me, and that's our Hyundai defensive play of the game, brought to you by your local Hyundai dealers.
It was impressive, and Martinez is going to bat here. I got to be honest with you, I thought there was no chance he was going to stay in this game, but he is, and he faces Ramos, who's back in for the 8th inning, as you predicted.
And that play by Cesar preceded a base hit and then a home run.
Yeah, it was a big moment in the game.
Huge play, because if he doesn't make that play, this game is tied.
Cesar just continues to make good plays and play solid offensively at the 2-run home run today. So nice job by Cesar. The 1-1 pitch misses. It's 2-1. 26,120 on hand today for afternoon baseball here in South Philly as Victor Arano starts to get loose in the Phillies bullpen. And that one is punched over the head of Cesar Hernandez, and it's going to fall in for a hit. So a leadoff base runner here in the 8th, Martinez, after all of that, able to muscle one out there into right center field for a base hit.
Well, looks like they're waiting for the rock, scissors, paper. His wrist might be too sore to participate.
They'll continue to wait.
I bet he's going with rock. Probably hurt the least. And, the scissors could bother it. The paper, of course.
They're a patient bunch, aren't they? Now he takes his lead.
Well, if he does it now while he's taking his lead, we got a chance to pick him off.
Yeah, I think we've missed our chance. Marcell Ozuna is the batter. 1 for 3 today. Ended in 0 for 12 in his last at bat with a base hit. He's fouled at the plate. So it's 1-1 to Marcell Ozuna. Phillies trying to win this series. It has been, well, it's been 3 hard-fought games for sure. Back and forth in each one of them. Foul straight back. It's 1-2.
Caught a break there.
Every time a Phillies pitcher records a pitch of 95 miles per hour or more, Comcast will make a contribution to Phillies charities. Phillies baseball is brought to you by Xfinity, the fastest internet in Philadelphia.
Five, 4, 3. Here we go.
All right. And the 1-2 pitch. And that one's hit into right field. Nick Williams with the easy catch. And the out. 1 out here in the 8th. Now we'll do the 5-4-3.
Yeah. Problem is, the way Yachty's swinging it today, we might have to turn it from the stands.
Let's hope not. Yeah, Yadier Molina has 2 home runs in this one.
Well, he's due. He's due to get out front of one, hit a grounder to Macau.
He only has 5 multi-home runs games in his entire career as he swings through that one.
He tried to get 6.
Yeah. Well, he already has the multi-home run game, but I can't imagine he has many
6.
3
He's
home
trying
run.
to get, probably his first. He's trying to get his first 3 homer game. Carl's on that.
We'll put the reverse jinx on him right now.
Carl's on that one.
The 0-1 pitch. Now out of play. It's 0-2. Cesar Hernandez is going to have a conversation.
Now, is this a mound visit?
I think it is.
Be.
Yeah, it should be. Going in to have a conversation. Yeah, you see Corey Blazer's out there. And, yep, he signals. Yep, that counts. 4 remaining mound visits for the Phillies.
I think at this point in the game, we're safe.
I feel okay about it. Ramos and Alfaro on the same page. Oh, I hit him. He did not want to do that. Yadier Molina hit by the pitch, and he will head down to first base, and that puts runners on first and second with 1 out. That one just got away from him.
Yeah, it looked like he's trying to get that fastball in on him, and it just got away. Happens. And now you got to work. You got a guy up here that's not swinging the bat well at all, Dexter Fowler.
Right.
You know, you hate to hit someone, but glass half full, glass half empty. It's,
go get Fowler.
Yeah, and then work on Garcia, who has 2 hits today.
First pitch to Fowler misses outside for a ball. It's 1-0. Victor Arano continues to get loose in the Phillies bullpen. Over outside corner for a strike. It's 1-1. Phillies bullpen could use some real good news, some solid innings on the back end of a game against the Cardinals. It's been a bit of a struggle in this series, to say the least.
It has, but today's the Redeemer.
That's right. Swung on, popped up.
Take that.
In the infield, Maikel Franco's underneath it. The infield fly rule has been called, and he makes the catch. Nice pitch, ties him up, and that's the second out of the inning.
It looked like a backup slider. The slider backed up on him. I think Fowler's read it, and you think those things are going to break in, so you get going a little sooner and try to speed up your hips, and it starts drifting away from you, and you hit it straight up in the air. It's the greatest pitch in baseball. The problem is you don't know when you're going to do it. The pitcher, that is.
Well, it worked then, and now Ramos will look to work his way out, facing Greg Garcia, who has 2 hits today, as you mentioned. In the first pitch to Garcia's inside for a ball.
I had a pitcher tell me once, oh, I could throw a backup slider whenever I want. Well, why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Because when you see it and you read spin, it righty to lefty, it has to come in on you. And if it backs up, it's a nasty pitch.
Over for a strike. It's 1-1. Well, it was good timing for Ramos. Runners lead off first and second. Misses outside for a ball, 2-1. Made the crowd a little antsy. Ground ball, left side. Kingery waits for it to bounce across the diamond, and he gets it. The final out of the inning. 6-3 goes the put out, and Adebray Ramos works himself out of a little bit of trouble, and the Phils hold on to the lead. It's 4-3. Shop ChooseNissan.com, and by Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. 4-3 Phillies, bottom of the 8th. 4 runs, 9 hits for the Phils, 1 error. 3 runs, 6 hits, 1 error for the Cardinals. And Greg Holland is the new pitcher for the Cardinals. Comes into his 20th game this season, an ERA of 8.79.
Look at those splits. Look at that. Righties. Because of this delivery, it looks like everything's coming right into the righty. Coming right towards you. Righties hitting over 400 against
like
him.
that.
Lefties under 200.
Yeah, that's pretty remarkable. Well, Maikel Franco will be the first to face him. He's 0 for 3 today. He steps in from the right side, so get Michael going again.
You see how Holland throws. He steps toward the Phillies dugout. It looks like he would expose the ball for a long time to right-handed hitters. And lefties, you're probably thinking, he's throwing this behind me.
We saw Holland last night. He pitched an inning in last night's ball game. Got the hold in that game, but he has been on the disabled list before that. He was activated yesterday. Had been on the DL. And he gets Michael Franco swinging there. So that's the first out here in the 8th. So Jorge Alfaro will be the batter for the Phils. He doubled in his last at bat. He's been on base twice. He's also safe on an error back in the 4th inning and scored a run. Now Phillies would love to put another run or two on the board. Jesmuel Valentin has moved into the on-deck circle for the Phillies. First pitch to Alfaro is over for a strike. Victor Arano continues to get loose in the Phillies bullpen, so it appears that that's who we will see in the 9th inning. Swings and misses. It's 0-2. Be okay to get him an extra run or two, right?
Yes. Well, unfortunately, we have to see that man come up in the 9th.
I know of who you speak. Outside for a ball. Count is 1-2 to the Phillies catcher. Holland works from the stretch. The 1-2 pitch. Ground ball left side. It's picked by Garcia, and 6-3 goes to put out. 2 outs here in the 8th. So that'll bring up the pinch hitter, Jesmuel Valentin. 2 outs here in the 8th.
Called him back.
And that'll bring up Mitch Walding here with 2 outs in the 8th. Valentin back to the bench. So Walding, who saw a little time about 2 weeks ago up with the Phils. He struggled, 0 for 6 with 6 punch outs, but so still looking for his first big league hit, but he's back in place of J.P. Crawford, who was placed on the disabled list. So right here would be a perfect opportunity for Walding to get that first major league hit. He swings through that one. His numbers are very good down in the Lehigh Valley. It's been a big part of the success for the Iron Pigs. He's a good offensive player. We haven't seen it yet, but
6 at bats. I mean,
it's early. That's, I just wonder how much it gets. Obviously he'll start to press for sure.
I'm sure he's thinking about it.
Yeah. It just takes one knock as the Cardinals now have. Wow. They've shifted and put all 4 infielders on the right side. Walding takes that one upstairs. Look at that. Almost begging you to get your first major league hit with laying one down, right?
6 at bats, 6 strikeouts. And
what are they doing? What's the thought process there? They haven't shifted all day.
Might be AAA.
It almost feels like they're trying to get him to do something. I don't know. Get him to think too much, maybe 1-2 now to Walding.
Well, right now, when you watch the two swings that he's had, he's really pulling his head off pretty bad.
Allen has his sign. One-two pitch in the dirt. It's 2-2.
Hey, if you strike out, like he plays probably every day at Lehigh Valley, you know, you strike out 6 times in a row, no big deal.
Right.
But it's like magnified when you're in the big leagues and you strike out 6 times, whether it be in a row or your first 6 at bats in the big leagues.
Two pitch. Over for a called third strike, so he gets him. So 2 strikeouts for Holland in the inning, and 1, 2, 3 go the Phils in the 8th. But we head to the 9th. The Phils have a lead, so they'll look to lock this one down and win a series when we come back. Pure Auto Insurance presents Phillies post-game live. Rob Ellis, Ricky Vitalico, and Corey Seidman are standing by to talk about, well, got to talk about Odubel Herrera. Another big home run in this one.
And
4 in 4
win.
games.
And a Phillies win.
Yep. Cesar Hernandez, a good game. Jake Arrieta, quality start. You know, he got Yadier Molina got to him twice, but hopefully the bullpen can hold on. And in just a few minutes, we'll check in with Rob Ellis and Ricky Vitalico and Corey Seidman talking about a Phillies win. Victor Arano will be the man who will attempt to get the Phils, navigate the Phils through this 9th inning.
Are you doing a post game?
I don't believe I am.
Oh.
Are you?
I just thought, you know, your first time in the booth this year. I just assume you want to enjoy get the full experience and do the post game.
Well, as much as that I would like to do that, I'm going to sit back and watch you do that.
Sure you are.
Fans want you, John.
Come on, Victor.
Arano finds the strike zone there. It's 1-1 now to Colton Wong. 0 for 3 today. Victor Arano getting a chance here in the 9th inning. 1-1 pitch, swung on, fly ball, shallow center field. Going out on it and coming in on it is Odubel Herrera. He calls off Scott Kingery, and that's the first out of the inning. And it's a big one. So Jed Jerko will be the pinch hitter for the Cardinals.
Got to be careful with Jed here, because today is the great mountain state of West Virginia's 155th birthday.
Okay.
Jed's from West Virginia, so
didn't
there's
know
a whole
that.
lot of karma going on here with.
Well, I would imagine he'd just want to get back in the clubhouse to celebrate. So let's, quick ground out.
One swing, grounder to third, we're good.
Arano upstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. This young Phillies bullpen still trying to, figure out who can fill what role, and Arano getting a chance for his first career Major League save. First time he's gotten a chance to be in a situation like this. And he finds the outside corner right there. The breaking ball, it's 1-1. He did have 17 saves in the minor leagues and 24 opportunities. Now it's popped up straight back right in front of us. Reach out, John. Made an effort. It's 1-2. 1-2 now to Jed Jerko. Balls are finding you today. Now you can hear the fans here in Philadelphia, 26,000 plus on their feet. Another foul straight back. Same guy. This time he decides not to go for that one. That one was coming in hot and heavy.
I think here's an interesting thing. What does Gabe do? Carpenter, if Victor gets Jerko out here. Got two guys up in the pen. You bring in Adam to face Matt Carpenter.
That remains to be seen. But first, a 1-2 pitch. This is a little bit low for a ball. 2-2. Yeah.
Boy, he almost fired that thing down to third.
Take a look at the pitch cast presented by P.J. Williams, and well, on the line, but wow. Now one is drilled. Left center field. Going back for it is Odubel, and it's a one-hopper off the wall. Stays in the ballpark, and Jerko cruises into second. I think off the bat, both of us thought that one was gone. Nice play by Odubel, or nice effort by Odubel trying to pull that one in, and they were able to get it back in quickly. So Jerko stays at second with one out. Take another look off the bat. Wow, I thought.
Yeah, I thought it was too. And Odubel with a heck of an effort right there.
Nice play by Rhys Hoskins as well.
Yeah, keep him at second base.
So that will bring Gabe Kapler out of the dugout, and that will bring Adam Morgan out of the bullpen, as Kapler has called for the left-hander. So the Phils trying to nail this one down. It has been, well, one of those series, but they're looking to win it. So pitching change here. We'll be right back. And, well, the bullpen is up and ready. Adam Morgan, the next man up for the Phils, is coming into his 30th game. ERA of 4.66. 10 walks and 20 strikeouts.
Yeah, I got a feeling he's up for just 1 and 1 only. That's Matt Carpenter. We got 3 righties coming up after him.
We saw Yaxel Rios continuing to get loose. Well, Munoz is the new runner at second base for the Cardinals. He represents the tying run.
Come on, Adam.
Matt Carpenter will step in from the left side. Yeah, Adam was so good in these opportunities last season. First pitch to Carpenter. Foul ball. It's 0-1. Get ahead.
What we've seen with Carpenter is once, you know, if we've gotten ahead, he will chase a breaking ball. We saw it against Nick Monday with Vince. He will chase a breaking ball. And now you're ahead. And Adam's got to trust that Jorge's going to block it if he does throw one in the dirt. There you go.
He does right there. Carpenter doesn't chase, so the count is even 1-1. Well, it has not been easy the last couple weeks for this Phillies bullpen, but they can turn it around right now. Get some good feelings going. 1-1 pitch. Big swing and a miss. 1-2. Now you're ahead. Now you have a little bit of wiggle room, right?
Yes. And this is what he had trouble with on Monday night. Adam did was getting that good break on that slider, late break, but down. He can go either way here. Fastball in off the plate. If he chases, he chases. That might open up that outside corner for a 2-2 pitch if it's the ball.
Here's the 1-2 pitch. And that is off the handle into foul territory. Michael Franco giving chase, and he makes the catch. Heads up play by Scott Kingery to cover third. So the runner has to stay at second. Nice play. Great pitch by Adam Morgan. That's the second out.
That might have been that old dreaded backup slider. That
best pitch in baseball, John.
Yes, it is. Just knew when it was coming. Yeah, that ball just stayed in, and what a play by Mikel Franco right there, you know. Look at Carpenter's like, please get out, please get out, please get out, please get out. Look at Gabe. That's right.
That's what he was looking for.
Tiger Woods fist pump, why not?
They still need one more out, and Tommy Pham will be the batter. Runner leads off second. Dave Kapler sticking with Adam Morgan here, and the first pitch to Pham is over for a strike.
Well, this is where Adam can go to, I think, his best pitch is changeup now.
Pham is 0 for 4 this afternoon. Did he go? Yes, he did. 0-2 now to Pham.
That's back-to-back changeups for Adam, and that's, like I said, we saw last year that was a huge pitch for him.
Yeah. They are on their feet in South Philadelphia, anticipating a series win against the Cardinals. Morgan is ahead in the count, 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. Ground ball left side. Kingery has it, bobbles it, throws across, makes the play, 6-3, and that'll do it. The first career save for Adam Morgan, and the Phillies hold on to win it 4-3 this afternoon. They take 2 of 3 from the St. Louis Cardinals, their third straight series win. It's the first time they've done that since April. Good to see all the way around, and good news for this bullpen as they're able to nail one down, John.
Yeah, just what the doctor ordered.
Our Chevy player of the game is that man right there, Odubel Herrera, who remains red hot. He has a 4-game home run streak. He's the first Phillies center fielder to homer 4 straight in a long, long time. And he provided us with our W.B. Mason delivery of the game.
Yeah, just what we needed. A tie game, and he gets a hanging something by Tui Malala, and that baby was a piercing line drive off the auxiliary scoreboard to give us a lead. And the bullpen shuts it down for a big series win for the Fighting Phils.
Congratulations to Adam Morgan, who gets his first major league save. And he's all smiles, him and Jorge. High fives for everybody. We'll be back to put a wrap on this one right after this.